No, it's not good, Giles. No. Yes, we've maxed out the airspeed indicator. It can't go any higher. So I've just done a quick circuit just to see how it feels today, and we're going to go up and play to see how that stall feels like, which is what I didn't get done last time. But the one thing that I did get asked last time, bit of a teaser for the video, how fast does it go? So hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Normally you'll see me do the intro from the aircraft, but today it's been a little bit of a maintenance day. Nothing wrong with the aeroplane, just giving it a bit of a clean, a bit of TLC. I haven't actually seen the aircraft for about a month now, because as you know from previous videos, I'm not sure which way the content I'll be releasing, but I've been on my my instructor's course, so I haven't actually flown in the front seat of an aircraft for about a month and a half at the moment, and I'm desperate to get back with that bar in front of me right now. A few people have asked me to do a bit of a walk around of the aircraft. I'm not quite sure what you actually want from that, but because the beauty of this SSDR type of aircraft is you can see pretty much everything. It's not an Adam trike, so there's nothing to see inside, and that's some of Ben's magic and wizardry inside anyway. But you know, in terms of the wing, if you look from the top, looks very much like the Fox 13. It's only when you start coming in closer underneath do you actually start realizing the difference between the Fox 13 and the Adam in terms of these two undersurface battens. The rear pocket is shaped ever so slightly differently at the rear. The geometry of the actual struts inside is, I'm not sure you can get it, yeah, it's quite tight to get in there, but you could probably just see from the shadow, hopefully there's not too much light there, I'll do it from this way, the silhouette through, the geometry of the cross beams are very much different to the Fox 13. Horses enhancing the audio there. So for me, say the last time I flew this, it was very low cloud, I didn't get up to stalling it. Today, the Viz horizontally, it's all legal. It's just that very, very back end of a high period where there's just lots of murk, haze, and crud in the air that just makes horizontal Viz horrible when you fly. So I'm just going to go up for a local flight and find out a little bit more about my aircraft. So I'll get all the checks done and hopefully you'll just join me on the taxi out. Before we go any further, right, my friend Andy. He is a wizard with a 3D printer. Now I know my friend Greg made a compass mount, but it was great to the point where I had to re-glue it. And once things start breaking and you need to add glue to them, I was just generally wasn't happy with it being on the aircraft. Anyway, spoke to my friend Andy, who likes creating things, and we have a new compass mount for the same Silver UN70. It uses the same mount, but it just tie wraps through. This is immensely strong. I have tried to break it off, and in discussing with Andy, we've even added brass screws to reduce the ferrite element so the compass doesn't give incorrect readings. So that is, hopefully you'll be able to see. So there's not a lot to it, but it's a very, very secure mount. And I mentioned about my my Sky Echo mount and about how simple it is. There you go. That's the mount, and Andy's even designed his own inner for this, so you can release the normal RAM mount. So there you go, in, see if we can do this with one hand, and locked. And I say you can see all you can get to the buttons, you can see all the lights, and that's it mounted on there as well. So very, very secure, and keeps it out the way. So again, I'll leave most of the links to everything I use. All the links to everything is in the description of the videos. So if you want to find out where to get these bits and pieces, or what navigation system I'm using, or what cameras I'm using, or what mounts I'm using, go and look in the description. It's all in there. So I don't hide anything. Everything I use is in the description of the videos each time. Just roll it on. Okay. So anyway, I want to get flying. Sun's coming back out. Let's go aviate. Glebe Farm Traffic Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Lima Romeo lining up runway 13. Glebe Farm. Let's go. So I've just done a quick circuit just to see how it feels today, and we're going to go up and play to see how that stall feels like, which is what I didn't get done last time because it was a bit murky and the cloud base was a bit low. So anyway, stick with us and let's see how the stall plays out. Right, so as with all good things, let's do a Hessel check. So height, power on in the cruise. Let's see how the stall performs. So noting my attitude, raising the nose slightly, bar progressively coming forward, holding that nose up, and we're maintaining. No, ever so slight descent. No, we're maintaining. So I'm flying along quite happily with the bar on the strut. So I think we need to do a power off stall. Let's do a stall in the glide. So reducing the power to idle. Established in the glide. Bar coming progressively forward. All the way to the strut. There's the nose drop, full power. Get the airspeed and establish ourselves in a climb. And there we have it. If you have cruise power on, it won't stall. And it hovers ever so slightly. I'll see if I can try and get the camera to identify that. But the one thing that I did get asked last time, bit of a teaser for the video, how fast does it go? And the one thing I was concerned about was the fact that the bar felt further forward. Now apparently the guy that trims these, my thoughts go out to the Aeros in Ukraine at the moment. He's got longer arms, so his trimming position is a lot further out. Anyway, so hands off at the moment. Hopefully the camera will see this. It's happily spinning at 50 miles an hour. I am into wind at the moment, so my ground speed is 36. So what I'll do, so I'm going to put myself into wind. So I've got some smoke over there. Let's see what my ground speed is. Wind is very light, so say my ground speed is 41 and I'm doing 49. 49.50 on the Hall probe. So let's do a 180 and fly the other way. Let's go right. So it's about 45. Ooh, there's a monstrous bird of prey. Let's play together, shall we? Where are you? There you are. I think he's teaching me anathermal. That's awesome. He's playing with me. He's really not fussed about me being here either. Oh, that's made my day. Right, let's leave him alone. Okay, so sorry for my gabblings. Anyway, so the stall is pretty much non-existent. Speed-wise, you can always anticipate these things not being as accurate, but they do come with a calibration certificate. And I'm just pulling gently on the bar, and it's already hitting 55. Not really descending much. Let's see what I can get. So I can max it out at the top. Try to hold level. Yes, we've maxed out the airspeed indicator. It can't go any higher. Ross and Ben, cracking wing, cracking wing. It's definitely nice having that extra speed. I've just got to get used to the bar position now. Right, let's try some circuits. Looking long. So as probably alluded to in the intro, this has been a bit of a maintenance video. Bit of a maintenance video. Done some cleaning on it. Clive, send you a picture. I have cleaned the wheels, and just want to get my hands back on the front of the bar, not in the training bar position. As you can probably see, the vis isn't great. Spots of rain, but nothing untoward. But definitely covering ground at speed, which is nice. But I think I'm going to call that a day. I can honestly say it was worth the effort of getting the Adam wing. Genuinely was. Have no regrets of upgrading it. So anyway, I may have mentioned a few times in the past, a friend Ian White, he was, when I was going into the sub 70 route, he was the chap that said go buy a PB. He said you won't regret it. I haven't, I genuinely haven't regretted it, and it's been a fantastic journey. The support that Flylight and Ben and the team, Jez, got to give a shout to Jez. Those who have been getting machines lately, Jez has been helping build them, or building them. And yeah, I know Jez from Paramotoring. He was in the outro of the mini video I did when I went to Flylight. Anyway, Ian was asking me about, you know, are they still going to be making the Fox wing? I don't know, but this isn't so dissimilar from the Fox, but the Fox is so easy to rig. This isn't actually that much more complicated than the Fox to rig. So in my view, you've not got a lot of difference between the two. The other thing is, someone asked me in the comments, I do read the comments and I do reply to everyone if I can, is the Adam more advanced? And I think the difference between sub 70 wings and machines is it's completely different to the paramotoring world, in that you do get more advanced wings, but you can go straight to that advanced wing. This isn't massively more advanced. As long as it remains within the parameters, it's flyable, because you'll have had training to fly it. Glebe Farm traffic, Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Lima Romeo in the overhead to the west, joining for runway 13. I've got so used to having a trimmer now. Where's my trimmer? Where's my trimmer? I'm hoping in the near future as well to do a video with Rob flying the Delta Jet from a vlogging perspective, not a lessons perspective. As I said, it's been fun to fly it. It really has. The other thing I did notice when I've been flying at Plaistows is the circuit seems huge, absolutely huge compared to what I fly here. 800 feet and about 3/4 of a mile out. Whereas flying here, you can do a whizzy circuit at about 300 feet above the runway height. Loads of land out options, no pylons to worry about. Glebe Farm traffic, Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Lima Romeo, final runway 13, Glebe Farm. Now I am high, so let's see if we can come down. That's good. No, that's not good, Giles. No. Right, more speed. That was a semi-experiment to see if I can come in a hands-off trim, but no, you actually have to pull the speed on. Looking long. And slowly back with the bar. Attempt to go RPMs above 8,000. Is that averaging? The averager is approaching 800 feet per minute. That's amazing. Cut at 750. Yeah, 750 feet a minute averaging on the climb out, and we didn't even get anywhere near the 200 degrees C. Here's one for you. What are your downwind checks? I've got 2 sets. I've got Faunts and I've got Rifts, and then some bits that I do on final. So let us know in the comments what your downwind checks are, because it seems there's varieties. They're not wrong or right, I'm just curious to see what people use. Glebe Farm traffic, Golf Lima Romeo, downwind runway 13, right hand, Glebe Farm. Glebe Farm traffic, Golf Lima Romeo, final runway 13, Glebe Farm. As a kind of a final, Giles, let's be on the centre line, shall we? And let's have some speed. So Speed is our bar position. That's good. Looking long, closing the throttle. There we go. Keeping his wings level, keeping us straight on the runway. It all got a little bit squirrely, but the extra speed and energy of this wing really does make a difference. So, one happy bunny. Let's pack the thing up and go home happy. So I hope you enjoyed that video. A bit more of the Adam in flight. Yeah. Massive fan of this aircraft now. Massive fan of the wing more than anything. Say the climb rate averaging 750 feet a minute, and I wasn't anywhere near the red line temps, which for me, yeah, I'm not the lightest of pilots. I'm probably flying away to about 87 kilos for comparison. Speeds are significantly faster than the Fox 13. It's not all about speed. Please don't get me wrong. If you want speed, then buy a Quick R, and you'll be hammering around at 70-80 mile an hour and getting from A to B. And someone asked me recently, you know, where does the PB sit? And it's not trying to be anything. It's trying to be the aircraft that was what the Pegasus XLs used to be in the day, and they're slower. So if you've got a whole group of friends flying these, do you need to be racing there at 80-90 mile an hour? No. So for me, this, yeah, I've flown a Quick R recently, the Delta Jet, and a GT450. I flew all of those in one day. I still like this because it's mine, and it's really hard to put into words why I like this and why I'm not buying a big two-seater. And I think the reason is it's the grin factor. And you can't always see it because the helmet's on, but the grin factor for me is what keeps me coming back. So anyway, we'll leave this video here. I've had a brilliant day flying. I've burnt some fuel, I've got some airtime, and I've had some grins. And again, my PB keeps making me smile every time I go and fly. Until next time, everybody, fly safe.